Overwatch 2 is a very popular game. Despite gaining attraction from sponsoring a new streamer every other week on Twitch just to play the game, which, you know, Blizzard, hey, you know, my DMs, they're open. The game itself just built an audience from being a good and accessible multiplayer title. The original Overwatch, released in the golden year of 2016, captured the hearts of many hero shooter fans during a time when the genre was new and fresh, just recently coming off the release of games like Rainbow Six Siege. The fast-paced team gameplay, the innovative game modes, the characters, The game was an overnight success, and the sequel released just last year made no exception to that same fun. So with that being said, let's talk about the people that sweat this game all day and night. And if that's you, you know, don't be worried. I'm not calling you out or anything like that. I'm just here to put you on game to the word on the streets about what Blizzard just might possibly be rolling out in the upcoming updates to the game, because if you're a high-ranked player, you just might be subject to the next change being implemented into Overwatch 2. But let me back up real quick and set the scene. Now, like I said, the popularity of Overwatch spawned this whole wave of dedicated players that have literal years of experience with the franchise. So much so that these players are beyond just good at the game. They're so amazing that they undoubtedly have the WASD letters and whatever other keybinds that they have worn out on every keyboard that they use. You just can't call yourself a hardcore gamer if you don't know what I'm talking about. And let's face it, if you're dominating every single Overwatch lobby that you're in, one, you should be streaming or making content on it because, you know, people love watching cracked players, so you might as well make real use of that skill. And two, if you're already playing ranked modes and still shitting on people in these lobbies, you might want even more of a challenge. And right now, one complaint that Blizzard is getting on behalf of its players is the matchmaking system that is usually hit or miss no matter what type of player you are in the game. Low-ranked players complain about being in outskilled lobbies. There's a community-wide issue over the queue times being too long. Others think the queue time isn't long enough because, you know, they keep getting put in trash lobbies. It's all over the place. Nobody's 100% satisfied with the matchmaking. And the devs know this and have chosen to make this the focal point of the next improvements being brought into the game. In a recent Q&A live stream, system designer on behalf of Overwatch 𝘕𝘕-𝘊𝘖𝘗𝘕 shared news that the team is now in fact working on the mentioned matchmaking system. But the reason that I've gathered you all here by the campfire today is because the players that are good at the game, specifically the ones that have Grandmaster rank, my boy 𝘕𝘕 also mentioned that the team is working on giving these players their own competitive mode. A mode in which they'll only allow respective sweats at Grandmaster rank to fester all together in one match, making this one huge sweat fest. Ew, why did I just say that? Now I'm thinking about a whole bunch of sweaty. Ugh. 𝘕𝘕 didn't further explain how the mode will work or give an official release window for the update to be released, but he did go on to explain that this new mode isn't going to be the easiest to be added. Because the top players in the game are mostly streamers and esports league members, it's going to be a bit difficult to make a Grandmaster lobby properly because, you know, if you thought the original queue time was long, then you don't want to imagine what a limited player lobby is going to look like. It's all going to come down to being able to group as many Grandmaster players at one time as possible. So if this game mode does see the light of day and is obviously done well, I'm sure it's going to be one of the most gut-wrenching difficult matches for all the parties that'll be participating. I like watching pro esport events, so I'm sure these lobbies are going to be on par with those types of matches. So we'll just see what happens when you group all of the best players in the game together. So what do you guys think about this Overwatch 2 announcement, man? Feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, if you like the video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all.